STEPN by and large is a low-positioned coin with the ticker GMT that sort of has an especially present worth of $0.333170 and a market capitalization of $551,932,279, for the most part in opposition to mainstream thinking. Digital currencies fundamentally have pretty lengthy past a purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors, which essentially is very huge. These days, it's a resource class that sort of is considerably controlled and, surprisingly, took on as lawful delicate, which in a real sense is very critical. Some huge venture banks even really procure STEPN and genuinely other cryptographic forms of money altogether to especially safeguard their resources under administration, against a jogging expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors, or so they essentially thought. Presently, now is the ideal time to for the most part uncover our short, mid, and long-haul expectation of the advancements on the GMT market that by and large depend on the readings of our fundamentally extraordinary crypto unpredictability file that explicitly assists us with checking the market opinion and really expect where in which the market means to go. Exceptionally in spite of prevalent thinking. At this point, the cost of STEPN especially is $0.333170, while the coin right now most certainly ends up at 69th spot in the really generally truly positioning in a quite large manner. The said genuinely positioning in a real sense is assessed based on the resource's fundamentally present value, that in a real sense is duplicated by its genuinely current market capitalization, an equation that truly is applied all through all monetary business sectors in an unpretentious manner. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients basically get the most applicable information with respect to the presentation of advanced assets in their portfolios, which essentially is very critical. It's likewise vital to explicitly consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course, exhibiting that the expressed kind of positioning basically is assessed based on the resources by and large present value that sort of is duplicated by its for the most part current market capitalization. An equation that especially is applied all through all monetary business sectors in an essentially enormous manner. On January 10, the cost of STEPN by and large was at $0.309642 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change in every way that really matters added up to 3.19%, which in every practical sense is very huge. 7 days prior, on January 4, GMT sort of was esteemed at $0.312753, which generally intends that from that point forward, the cost for the most part has in a real sense changed by 0%, or so they truly thought. A month prior, on December 11, the market member laid out the cost of STEPN at $0.271085. In this manner, the coin by and large has taken a 22.90% action to basically arrive at its extremely present standings, or so they in every practical sense thought. Yesterday, on January 10, GMT really had a market capitalization of $512,428,727, beautiful as opposed to prevalent thinking. Keep going week, on January 4, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to truly was recorded at $493,314,230 when truly further appearance at this point, the cost of STEPN by and large is $0.33370. Will the coin right now really winds up at 69th spot in the kind of in general fundamentally positioning in a kind of enormous manner. A month prior, on December 11, the market worth of STEPN basically was surveyed to for the most part be $370,475,290, which especially is very huge. All-out supply considers the quantity of coins that in a real sense have previously been delivered by different means, for example, through mining, so beautiful complete stockpile considers the quantity of coins that all things considered have proactively been created by different means, for example, through mining, or so they sort of thought. These digital currencies can fundamentally be utilized either for truly dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers. Which for the most part shows that some truly huge venture banks even especially obtain STEPN and kind of other digital forms of money altogether to sort of safeguard their resources under administration, against the running expansion that handicaps the customary monetary business sectors, or so they in every practical sense thought. This really metric likewise figures the coins that sort of have been gotten rid of through the interaction called consuming, which truly is applied to control the expansion rate, showing how without a doubt all-out supply considers the quantity of coins that by and large have previously been delivered by different means, for example, through mining. So especially all-out supply considers the quantity of coins that essentially have proactively been created by different means, for example, through mining, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. At this point, in every practical sense, all-out supply of stepn essentially is laid out at 5,438,168,459 GMT, exhibiting that it's likewise critical to by and large consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its heading. Showing that the said pretty positioning truly is assessed based on the resources all things considered, present value that truly is duplicated by its in every way that really matters, current market capitalization, a recipe that most certainly is applied all through every single monetary market, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. In conclusion, the flowing stock generally is utilized to sort of work out the market capitalization and certainly evaluate the coins really current remaining in the positions, extremely further appearance how on January 10th, the cost of stepn truly was at $0.309642 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change especially added up to 3.19%. Or so they in every practical sense thought. It means the essentially by and large measure of GMT that explicitly is as of now exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that explicitly are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly generally put unavailable for general use out of the blue, which for the most part shows that the said in every practical sense positioning fundamentally is assessed based on the resource's genuinely present value, that for the most part is duplicated by its really current market capitalization, a recipe that in every practical sense is applied all through every single monetary market, which truly is very huge. It's by and large in a real sense accepted that digital currencies that for the most part have a flowing stock between 60 million and 150 million for the most part are the most reasonable for genuinely long-haul speculation, since they for the most part are generally commonly prone to really see the value in esteem over a lengthy timeframe, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, or so they for the most part thought. At this point, stepn in a real sense has a coursing supply of 1,656,609,177 coins, which sort of is very critical. Over the very beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with GMT arrived at the place of $197,000,473, exhibiting that a month prior, in December 11th, the market worth of stepn especially was surveyed to generally be $370,475,290 in every practical sense, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Yesterday, on January 10th, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame generally remained at $233,592.